I've been waiting for this package for almost a year and a half. I'm so excited right now. I received my ZeroWriter Ink today. I backed this project on CrowdSupply back in September of 2024. I have been waiting for so long for this package to arrive. It was funded within like 6 weeks, fully funded. There were some setbacks, some delays, tariffs. So it's been delayed about a year at this point. It was supposed to arrive about a year ago, like February of 2024 was the initial promise date. It's only 11 months late. I'm gonna unbox it for you. I'm so excited. So I have the Alpha Smart Neo 2 that I purchased from eBay within the last 3 years since we moved into this house. This is a super old school little device that they used to use to teach kids how to type because it was way cheaper than getting full computers for kids. You type and type and type, and then you can transfer your work from this, sometimes wirelessly, but I always used a cord to transfer it through my iPad into a Google Doc, and then the Google Doc would be where I would do my editing and then transferring later into a Scrivener file. This device has been great. I will continue to use this device, but it's a little bulky and it's very old tech that is no longer being updated. I wanted to get an update and I had looked at the free write options, but those are all about between like $300 to $600 or $700. And their latest one, the Free Write Alpha, I think, is like an homage to this old device. It didn't quite have the specs that I was looking for. There was no cursor, like it was very cool, but it wasn't what I wanted. So I came upon this project. I don't know if it was through, probably just a Google search, because I also looked at the Pomoro, which are super cool, super sleek, super fancy, but those are expensive. I wanted a cheaper option. it was probably like $60 on my Neo 2, but I wanted something a little better. I will put a link to the official channel for this product, as well as the CrowdSupply website, where you can order your own if you wish to. But let's get this sucker open. This took so long that I almost canceled it and just forked over the money for the other options. Designed in Ottawa, built in Croatia. Now, he did mention that there is an issue with the spacebar right out the box. It just needs to be like flipped and like wiggled a little bit. So I know that the spacebar is not going to work right off the bat. So the ZeroWriter Ink, it's designed for writing words quickly and simply. It's designed to go with you wherever you go. You can turn it on, you can type that fast. It's not a full word processor, it's not a full laptop, and that's the point. It's just for writing and getting the words down and then doing your editing somewhere else. So you draft here and you edit and prepare for publication elsewhere. There's different modes: draft mode, standard mode, instant on. It always remembers where you left off. Instructions here. It comes with some little feeties so you can put it on the back. So it's a little bit more ergonomic and angled. Little foots. Oh, I had to install all the keys myself. Oh my gosh, I can't believe it's finally here. This is so niche and so nerdy. I get it if you're like, what the hell is this? What the hell this is, a wonderful, wonderful thing. First, I have to get the keys put on it, I guess. It'll be like a little puzzle for us to do together. Oh, it's banded together. Let's take those bands off. Read this first. Keep your ZeroWriter up to date. Adam is the creator of this project. Line up the keycaps, push it in and place. Default layout, extra keys bundled for different configurations. Let's put this together. Oh! That was not what I wanted to have happen, like, at all. So the keys are hot swappable, so you can change them with any other keycaps if you wish. And like the different bases too, you can switch those too. I probably will not do that for a while. I'll probably just use it as is. This is gonna be fun. The chassis here is 3D printed, which is way cool. I lost all my numbers. I shuffled my numbers by accident. It features an e-ink display versus a digital display. This makes it easier on the eyes. It's similar to like a Kindle screen for like Kindle Paperwhite. I know how numbers work. Oh. Oh, I really got to push them down. A little more force than I was expecting. I'd love to find my 7. This is fun too, being able to put it together. Okay, and without launching these, take our backspace key. First row. I actually really like putting keyboards, like taking them apart and putting them together when I take mine apart to dust it and get that dog hair out of it. It's just a fun little puzzle. Now, is this an I or a dash? It's an I. Gotta get some brackets on there. Let's see. Ooh. Oh, I don't know what. Couldn't find the A. Probably get the dog hair out of it first before we lock the keys down. Dog hair from me, not from them. Okay, so the little shift key goes over here. Big shift key couple of duplicate keys. I don't know why. It probably says it. Control. The spacebar has a little teeny imperfection on it. All right, there are all of my keys plugged in. Might as well keep the plastic. If I ever do change out the keys, I'll have somewhere to put them. And they're sticky on feet, so I'm not going to do that yet. I want that to be precise because I don't want it to be lopsided. I've had a fun 20 minutes getting it put together, but let's get it turned on. Here on the side, our power button, our micro SD card for transferring files, and then the USB-C for charging. I think also maybe for transferring, but I can't remember. Micro SD comes out. And the power button. Let's crank her on. Maybe. Battery's at 8%. This is page 1 of 1. Woo! Keys are a little slick. I'm not even looking at the ink screen. I'm looking at my camera here. Yacht tube. At you. Tube. You. Tube. My way he. Okay. Get that figured out. I'm a very good typist, okay? I'm just at a weird angle. It's very lightweight in comparison to the Neo 2. There's a size comparison for you. So here's the Neo 2 and the ZeroWriter. There's a size comparison for you from the Neo 2 to the ZeroWriter Ink. The keyboard is definitely a little bit smaller. It's a little bit shorter this way. The screen is much bigger. Oh my gosh, the last thing I was writing was one of my papers for school. We're going to clear that out. Special shout out to Adam. Thank you so much. I'm so excited to get to play around with this. It turned out beautifully. I'm absolutely stunned. I can't wait to see what you come up with next. I know Adam's working on some designs for like a clamshell design, like the Pomoro and the like Freeride Traveler. I don't know if I will be able to back those projects, but I will definitely be following. I'm excited to get to work with this for a while. So it does auto time out. The screen timed out for me. So I'm gonna have to remember to actually turn it off, but the screen does time out. I'm writing a book about a human woman who gets abducted by aliens. One of the reasons I chose this device over the Freeride Alpha, the Freeride Alpha, you can't go back and edit at all. It's pure, it's It's just typing straight forward. So you can't, there's no arrows or for you to be able to navigate to be like, oh, I messed up a word 3 lines ago. You would have to delete all 3 lines to be able to get to that word. I think. Or it was like a combination of keys or something. I'm just making letters appear as I push my keys down all the way. Once I get the feet on it, it's going to be pretty cool, but it doesn't even need the feet, really. It's got a good clicky sound. If I could spell properly, that would make this way easier. So it's open source. You can take it apart, you can play with what's on the inside, you can download things, upload things, change your fonts. Like there's a lot of potential that I don't even know if I will even begin to tap into for a long time. I know my husband will be able to play around with a lot of the coding and stuff. That is not something I know how to do. It's so cool! Okay, we're turning it off. I've turned it off and it still has what I just wrote showing on the screen. I don't know if there's actually a way to lock the screen so it goes back to the display screen. There's an internal backup system. Okay. Hopefully I didn't just fuck this up real bad. I'm just going at it, not even looking at the instructions. Be mindful of safely powering off your ZeroWriter. Wait a few moments and switch the power button to the opposition. I did not do that. I just straight up hit off. Some people on Reddit were having an issue with the spacebar being too stiff. Mine turned out just fine. Okay. I'm really hoping I didn't break it by turning it off when I wasn't supposed to. Okay, because I turned it off wrong, it deleted just what I was messing around with. So let's try that again. Okay, let's see if I can find where it auto-saved. It did not. Okay. I'm just going to have to be more careful because with the Neo 2, you can just turn it off and you don't have to actually like hit save or anything. So I have to remember that. Okay, I saved it. Now, I'm gonna open a new file, saves this file, then make a new blank one. So I do have to remember to save before I close it down. So the safe way to close this device, he said, press Control L. That locks the screen, and then wait, and then we turn it off. I am not sure if my laptop has a micro SD reader. It might. Let's find out. That's where I do my editing for my Scrivener docs, is usually on my laptop. Look at it, it's so pretty. Hello? I have a question. So the files are all stored on this little guy.
Okay.
Do I have, is that a port for the little, thanks Ace. So do I need a, like a, how do I get
stuff?
I learned that I have to actually save before I shut the thing down. I didn't have to do that on the Neo 2. It just was all there when it timed out, right? I don't know if do I need like a, it just goes in?
Yeah. Clicks in and out.
Haha! So then you take your SD card and you plug it in. The one that it came with is 256 megabytes. It's pretty good. And you put it in your little port and it clicks right in to your little port on your laptop. And now let's see if I can figure out how to access those files to transfer them into my documents on my computer. Now you might be asking yourself, you have a laptop, you have a desktop, you have the Neo 2. Why? Because I can't get on the internet with this. I can't be like, oh, I'm gonna check my Discord notifications or the WhatsApp. I can't doom scroll on this. That's very, very important. This is to help get into the writing flow, to just get the words down and to not get distracted by, I immediately boot up my laptop and Lenovo's like, hey, and it opens Discord. And my habit is to get on my laptop, open Chrome, open Scrivener. This is a distraction-free writing tool to just write. Let's see. There's like keyboard shortcuts. That's great. Control S to save the current file. That's going to be important. There's different options for backing up. Open up in your files. And then it has my first file and my second file. You open her up. This is the second file. And then you get just a text document, and you can copy that and put it wherever. There's also a QR code mode, which I can't show you because I record my YouTube videos on my phone. I think the power button pushes one click further than I keep thinking that it does. This was a feature that I saw, I think, in the Pomoro brand. It would generate a QR code, you'd scan that, and then it would be your text document would go to other places. I said Control Q, pops up with a QR code, you'd scan that, and then you have your text on your phone, which that's cool. You can change the speed of the e-paper. There's different fonts, auto saving. There's a status bar along the top that will give you your word count, how long the session is, the battery life. The letters come up a little bit slower than definitely with a laptop because this is an e-ink, but they all come up eventually. Thank you so much for watching my unboxing video and startup video of the ZeroWriter Ink. I hope you'll subscribe to my channel for more writing content. I'm getting into writing streams, writing sprints, productivity sprints. I'll be doing some of those the second week of February. I'm very excited. I think it's gonna be a good time. Remember, your story is important. No matter what device you use, what method you use, your story is important, and it's important that you share it.